When we start our practice today, I want you to walk to the front of your mat and just step it out. So as we begin this class, just think about your feet touching the floor. Begin that nice deep breath and just see how you feel as you begin. All right, tuning into our body and our state of mind as we begin is really important. So just feel your toes touching the floor, the balls of the feet, the heels. Notice if you have more weight in the front of the body or are you sinking back into your heels. And as you begin to relax and begin to breathe deeply into that belly, let the belly expand. Draw it deep into the body. And as we begin this gentle yoga class, just relax. Let everything else disappear around you. Close the door to all those outside demands. And when you're ready, just begin to place those feet gently to the mat, lining them up nice and parallel, toes facing forward. Yeah, now as we think about that breath, the knees are soft. The body begins to grow taller and taller as we draw the breath into the body. We think about the crown, the back of the skull, lifting up towards the ceiling. And then just softly place the hands to the sides wherever you're most comfortable and just breathe. Allow the breath to get deeper, the shoulders to get softer, and just begin to relax. You can close your eyes, you can find a spot on the floor. And this is the hardest part, is just to begin to slow down. Beautiful. Just let the body center. And then when you're ready, and only when you're ready, begin to move the arms softly up. See how the shoulders feel today. Any pain, we don't go as high. We adapt the movements as we exhale down to suit our bodies for today. Beautiful. Think of your arms as wings of a bird flowing through the air as you rise it up. Belly expanding as the arms lower, the belly contracting. Beautiful. Inhaling up. Shoulders soft, relaxed, and release. Now as we begin, let the arms float to the sides. Bring your right hand to your right shoulder only. Notice the breath traveling into that right lung, into the shoulder, especially if we've got a tender shoulder. Relax the neck. Let the elbow float below the shoulder. Bringing a breath in, rise the left hand up to the sky. And like we're pushing through the ceiling, open up the left side of the body, not through the lengthening, but through the breath into the lengthening. Now as we release the left arm down to the side, let the right arm flow with it. Both hands to the hips. Left arm comes up to the shoulder this time. Little coordination. Right arm up to the sky. Breathing into the hip, the lung, and extending all the way through the body. And then releasing both hands back to the hips. Let's try the other side once again. Right hand floats up to the shoulder. Left arm continues to the sky. And we push and open up the body. Shoulder softens, and then we release. Right side once again. Left hand to the shoulder as we breathe in. Right arm following up to the ceiling. Expanding. Beautiful. Let that right arm come down with the left. And then crossing the hips, come up nice and big. Belly open, chest open. Extend and release. Beautiful. Now we should felt the shoulders. If they feel good, we do one more. All the way up, opening the belly, the chest, and that soft, gentle release. And then carefully bringing the right hand to the right shoulder, left hand to the left shoulder, elbows soften to the sides. Now breathe into the chest. Feel the chest opening up, but not clenching through the back, not leaning back, staying nice and tall through the crown. Exhale the elbows towards each other. If they don't touch, that is just fine. Inhale, open, the chest opens with the elbows. Gentle contraction through the back, focusing on the breath in. And then the contraction, the exhale, core, chest, elbows come together. Inhale. Let the shoulders relax. Keep that chin tucked to the apple and orange. And the knees gently bent. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw together. One more time. Take your time, use your breath to guide the movement. And as we come back together, see how the shoulders feel. And if you're good here, begin to rotate the right shoulder back, followed by the left. Taking your time to rotate through the rib cage, up into the spine. The hips may sway from side to side a little bit, but we want to focus on the movement of the shoulders as you breathe. Beautiful. Feel the feet planted gently on the floor. Feel that movement of the body twisting and moving gently. Now, if this full movement bothers the shoulders or we have a sore shoulder, we can do one at a time, slowing it right down. Just use one arm, one shoulder, and then try the other until we add our flow to where our body allows. Now, we're not forcing, we're breathing. Beautiful. And one more time, each side. Good. Now as the elbows sink down, the hands release, hands cross those hips. Deep breath in, belly open, chest nice and wide. Exhale, forward fold. And as the hands slide down the legs, take your time. Maybe you need that block to begin with, maybe fingertips to the mat. Do what works for you. Draw the shoulders softly back towards the hips as you lift up through that tailbone. Toes are spread, legs are nice and long. And if you feel good here, you can allow the crown to sink down towards the mat. Softening, but still interacting with those shoulders, drawing them back. Breathe deep into that lower back, into that tailbone. And as you exhale, let the body sink a little bit lower if you can. Nice deep breath. From here, we're going to add a little motion from side to side, looking over the right shoulder. Soft and gentle, then to the left, in a no motion. Now that movement is only as big or small as your neck allows. Feeling gentle contractions and gentle lengthening through the body, through the neck. Breathing as you move. One more side. And then back to center. Take a breath in, soften the knees. Begin to roll the body up. Inhaling, nice big belly, nice big chest, arms out to the sides. And gently take it to prayer. Now take a moment here, see how you feel. If you have high or low blood pressure, we're just going to take a second. Make sure we don't feel dizzy, and then we continue. Now, taking the tailbone back to the back of the mat, we're going to take it into a gentle squat. And as we go down, the knees do not pass the toes. We breathe into the thumbs, and we're nice and tall through the crown. So that the depth we go, it depends on our own bodies. Reach, feel the length of your quads, or the strength of your quads warming up as we go. Soft and gentle. Take a deep breath in. Think about your left elbow transferring to that right knee. Don't let the knees pop apart. Just gently glance to the right side over those fingertips. Right elbow lifting up, and then inhale back to center. Nice and low if we can. Come up if you need. Draw that right elbow to left knee, breathing in. Looking over the fingertips. And then gently back to center. Now check in with those knees. Make sure they haven't popped apart, that they're not moving from side to side. We're still nice and tall through the spine. We're not looking at the floor, we're looking forward. Left elbow to right knee. Once again, a gentle, lengthy twist. Tailbone to crown, reaching nice and tall. And then inhale back to center. Relax your shoulders, let the legs do the work. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, relax that tailbone, and then inhale, grow tall up to the sky. Belly opens, chest opens, forward fold, hands come down those legs. Again, once to the block, maybe fingertips, maybe even palms this time as we lower. Tailbone rises, and when the crown is ready, you can release, but we gently pull those shoulders back. Feel a little distance around the ears from the shoulders. Nice deep breath in. Beautiful. From here, we're going to begin that nod, tucking the chin in a yes motion, softly lengthening the back of the neck, and then a gentle, gentle contraction as we look towards the fingertips. Exhale, draw that chin up towards the chest, and then lifting the crown just slightly to see the fingers. And again, this movement is up to you, how you feel. But use your breath as you move. Soften through the heart, the shoulders, still gently pulling the shoulders back as we move in that nodding yes motion. One more time, good job. And as the head relaxes to a neutral position, we take a deep breath in, soften the knees. Bring up that body on that exhale as the belly opens. We breathe in, chest opens, arms rise. Carefully taking it down to prayer. Well done. Let the fingertips explode up to the sky. Deep breath, forward fold. Taking the fingertips to the mat, we're going to walk the feet back into your plank. Fingertips spread apart. Now your plank might be kneeling. It might be on the forearms, but draw the shoulders and the heels back. Feel the core contracting. The hips are nice and in line between the shoulders and the heels. Breathe into that body. Hold. Relax the shoulders. Activate those shoulders, not just wedging into the arms. Lift and breathe into that body. Slowly begin to lower the knees to the mat, shins, shoelaces. And as the hips come up over those knees, the hands can come a little further than the shoulders or down towards the forearms if our wrists are sore today. Otherwise, we're spreading the fingers out, finding those butterflies under those palms so we're not squishing the butterflies. And we're going to begin our cat and cow. So deep breath in, let that belly relax, and then exhale, tuck that tailbone under, curving up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Crown lowering as we come up through the shoulders into the neck. Looking between the legs where we cannot see our toes. And then when you're ready to inhale, that balloon attaches to the tailbone, drawing the tailbone up, the belly expanding, and then the rest of the vertebrae slowly follow through until the shoulders pull back and the crown lifts into our cow position. Exhale back into the cat, tuck your tailbone. Move to this flow slow and gently at your own pace, breathing the breath in as the tailbone lifts into that cow, shoulders back. Just take a moment to release all that tension of the spine, and then exhaling into the cat. Tailbone down, up through each vertebrae, through the shoulders and neck. One more time, tailbone rises. And again, there's never any rush. And then take it to a neutral spine. Well done. Curl those toes under. We're going to take the hips back into that downward dog, lifting up through the hips, dropping through the heart, pulling the shoulders softly back. Adjust the feet if you need, and then lengthening through the legs and into those heels. Breathe into that lower back. Feel that length, that strength. Nice deep breath. Inhale, look up to the front of the mat. Step forward with your right foot, nice and wide. The left foot's going to stay in a lunge. So as we come up, walk your right foot a little bit wider so we're on that train track, that we're not on the tightrope. The ball of the left foot, should be planted on the mat, heel lifted. All right, the hips are level. We're going to leave your right hand on that right hip. Left hand's going to come to the left hip, and we're just going to look to the left side. Just pull and draw back the left shoulder as we breathe into that left lung. Reach into your left heel. Nice and tall from the tailbone to the crown. Heart is open, shoulders are back. Perfect. Now we can stay here, or we can reach for that block, coming down to the block on the inside of the foot, lowering slowly. Maybe fingertips, maybe even your palm. Left hand remains on the hip as we find out how we feel in this position. Chest is open to the side, and if you like, release that left hand to the sky. Fingertips open, chest nice and wide. Well done. Now as we breathe in, activate those legs. Use the strength, the power of those legs. Using the left hand, reach back, come up slowly. That right leg is there for you if you need. We come into a warrior position, dropping down to that left heel. Right hand over that right knee, shoulders soft. Beautiful. Right palm comes up to the sky, extending to the ceiling. Drop the left hand behind. Nice deep breath in. Feel the weight gently pressing into that left foot equally in all 4 points. As we breathe into that right lung, lengthen that body. Beautiful. Lower down that right hand. Let the left arm float behind and come back up into our warriors as sweep the left hand in the front, dropping the shoulders over the hips. Nice deep breath in, rise those arms up. Belly, chest, shoulders relaxed. Beautiful. Bring the hands carefully to prayer. Watch your balance as you come down. And as you relax the shoulders, take a deep breath in, lengthening through the crown. Exhaling, take your left elbow to your right knee. Gentle twist of the spine as we lengthen through the crown from the tailbone. Look over those fingertips, and if this bothers your wrists, interlock the hands and stack them. Softly draw your right shoulder away from your ear. Think length from your crown to your left heel. Beautiful. Now without untwisting, inhale your way up and then slowly untwist. Use that front leg nice and strong. Arms sweep past the hips and then forward up to the sky. Open the belly, open the chest. And then reach down to the front of the mat. This time step forward with your left leg, walking your feet carefully together. Right under those hips, into that forward fold, lifting up through that tailbone, lowering through the heart. Take your breath, relax the body. Just take a moment here. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale those knees softly, bending them. Exhale, roll the body up. Belly opens on the inhale, arms open to the sides. Exhale, back to prayer. Beautiful. Soft knees, planted feet. Inhale those hands back up. Forward fold. Reaching down to the mat, find your plank, walk your feet back. Fingertips spread apart. Remember the butterflies under the palms as you draw the shoulders back. Reach with your heels. Engage that core. There should be no pressure in the lower back. Go to the knees if you need. And the shins. Begin to lower down to the knees, shins, and shoelaces. Hips follow over those knees. Left hand floats back while the left knee comes forward. So the distance between the left hand and knee are close, and the right side's wider. Now as we begin to lengthen the body, take your time, watch your wrists, adjust if you need. Inhale, draw the body open, forward with the crown. Feel your shoulder reaching towards the fingertips, the right side of your body lengthening. And on the exhale, draw your tailbone to your left heel, lowering down gently, lengthening down that right side. And a gentle twist through the body. We're going to flow forward and back, opening the hip, opening the shoulder as we lower back. Now once again, this movement can be as big or as small as you need for your body. Just feel its length. A gentle twist. Breathing in as you come forward. Exhale as you go back. 2 more times, bringing it up. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, reach back with that tailbone. And again, at any point, if there's any pain, we are not doing this motion. Beautiful. Take it back. And then come back to our center. Switching the hands and the knee. We're going to take the right knee forward, the right hand back. So the distance between the left side of the body is a lot larger than the right. And then when you're ready, inhale the crown forward like you're lengthening it to the center of your room. Opening up the hip, and then taking the tailbone back to the right heel this time. Opening up through the shoulder, through the rib cage. Breathe in as we come forward. And then gently exhale as we go back. Just giving the body a gentle massage as we flow. And because each side can be slightly different, we pay attention to see how it feels. Learn about our bodies as we move. Beautiful. One more time. Come on up. Gently back. And then find that neutral position in the center. Both hands come side by side. We bring the right knee back until we're on all fours. We're going to curl the toes under. Find that downward dog as the hips lift up, the chest drops down, and we find our ears between our arms. Nice open heart, lengthening through the legs and into the heels. Beautiful breath into the body. When you're ready, inhale, look up to the hands, step forward that left leg. Once again, we're going to find that lunge position, but on the train track, not the tightrope. Hips are level, the legs are strong, the knees right over that ankle. Beautiful. Now leave your left hand on that left knee. Feel the power of your legs. We can stay here. Maybe the right hand rests on the right hip. We're going to look to the right side, relaxing the left shoulder and drawing back the right. Feel the length of your right leg growing longer and longer as you reach to that heel. Beautiful. Now from here, we can release the left hand if we choose to our block, to our fingertips, maybe to the mat, but on the inside of that right leg, or left leg, I apologize. Heart is open. Nice deep breath. If we're good here, release your right hand to the sky. Find the length across the chest. Now our fingertips are to the ceiling, not behind us, so open the heart. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, reach back with that right hand. Use that right hand to bring the body up. The left knee is there if you need it. Drop to your right heel and come into your warrior. Shoulders soft, fingertips extended. No tension of the neck. The legs are strong and the hips are open. Softly flip the left palm to the sky, bringing it up to the ceiling. Breathe into that left lung as we rest the right arm on that back leg. Feel the breath traveling from the lung into the hip, lengthening the body. Relax your left shoulder as you breathe. Beautiful. Releasing the left hand back down to warrior. Right arm floats up. Bringing the right hand across the right hip. We're coming back into that lunge, up on the ball of the foot. Right heel to the sky. Stack your shoulders. Inhale into your belly, your chest, and open the body up. Feel that lengthening down that right side of the body. Reach into that right heel. Shoulders soft, soft, soft. Beautiful. When you're ready, come to prayer. Holding here, challenging your balance and your strength, or taking the right elbow towards that left knee and lowering and lengthening that spine. Look over those fingertips, reach into that right heel. And again, if it bothers the wrist, stack them up. No pain. Left shoulder gently pulling back. Now breathe. We'll like to hold our breath. Think length, think breath. As we come up, we don't untwist. We come up nice and tall. Then we come back to center. Shoulders relax. Keep the hands behind. Deep breath back up. Belly, chest opens. Shoulders relax. And now we reach forward to the top of the mat. Stepping forward with your right foot. Walk it out towards each other. Find your forward fold. Let your heels plant down as your tailbone rises. We lower the crown. Soften the shoulders, but gently pull them back. Now breathe. Feel every part of your body. Remember, there's no competition, no comparison. Just work with what your body can do. Enjoy its movements as you flow. Inhale, look up towards your fingertips. Let your fingers spread out to the corners of the mat. Walk your feet back. into your plank once again. Now kneeling plank from shins and shoelaces is just fine. The core is active, the shoulders are pulling back. But if we feel anything in our lower back, we need to go to those shins. Fingertips spread apart, roll the elbows towards the hips. Draw the shoulders back so the inside of the elbows are facing forward. Drop to the knees if you need, or lower straight down from here for a reverse push-up. Beautiful. Softly lay your body to the earth. Point those toes. Relax those shoulders. And then as we find length from our crown to our toes, take a deep breath in and lift up to our up dog. Fingertips spread, gently lengthening, not locking the shoulders or the arms, but length. Roll the shoulders back. No pinching sensation of the spine. Now lower the body down. From crown to toe, take a deep breath in. Push into those hands. Take that tailbone back to a child's pose. Slowly lengthen. Lower that belly towards those thighs, heart towards the knees. And we might even allow the forehead to come down to the mat. Or if we have straining of the shoulders, let the elbows come down. We can also allow the hands to go towards the ankles if the shoulders are not comfortable extended. Now just breathe. This is our recovery position. This is our breath into our lower back, tailbone area. Our breath drawing the belly into the thighs. The chest nice and open and relaxed. Take a deep breath, begin to flow the body up into that cat stretch. Looking to your fingertips, coming up into a gentle arch. Allow the body to go to a neutral spine with the shoulders draw back. Feel your shoelaces on the floor. Really important, we just don't load the knees. Walk your hands back, and if you'd like to, bring your block with you. Now as you do so, this block can assist by placing it between the ankles, or we can leave the block at any level we feel we need to, or do it without. Now as we stand up onto that in this camel pose, the knees, they're under the hips. The heels can be lifted by curling the toes under, or we stay on the shoelaces. As we begin, I want you to think nice and tall. Hands come to the shoulders. And as we begin to roll the shoulders, do one at a time. Take your time and build through this. You're nice and tall through the crown. We're not going to sink into the tailbone. We're going to be tall. Now if we can rotate the shoulders together, opposite direction, then we go ahead. We can stay here, or we can continue. And as we continue, maybe we're releasing the hands a little bit bigger. Beautiful. Chest is open, belly is open. And again, take this at where you're most comfortable. Your shoelaces should stay on the mat. They're not twisting or wobbling because we're working through the shoulders. And as we take it a little bit bigger, take this option if you choose. But with a nice deep breath in, we're going to take the right hand, reach towards that right heel. Left arm's going to counterbalance us, and we may or may not touch. And then we're going to inhale, release the left arm towards the left heel. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Use your breath. And if your breath pattern slightly changes, that's just fine, as long as we're breathing. Beautiful. One more each side. And as we carefully come up, we reach up with that opposite hand. The opposite hand comes forward. We take a nice deep breath into the belly, into the chest. Beautiful. Hands come to the mat. And as we walk our hands up that mat, we find ourselves reaching back into our plank, curling the toes under, kneeling or full plank. Core is active. Draw the shoulders back with those heels. Watch your butterflies under your palms. Now remember, we're not loading the shoulders. We're activating those shoulders nice and strong. Take breaks whenever you need. Beautiful. Inhale, take that tailbone up to the sky, downward dog as we soften the knees, lengthen the spine. Beautiful. Now as the chest lowers, the tailbone rises. Reach for those heels if you can. Feel the butterflies under your palms, your fingers softly touch the mat. As we inhale, we soften the knees, we look to the hands, we walk the hands towards the toes this time. Now as we come down to the mat, place your feet parallel to each other. Find your stability. Fingertips, maybe we grab our block if we need, but as we inhale, we soften the knees and we allow the body to roll up on the exhale. Inhale through the belly, through the chest, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Find that mat once again. Give yourself 2 breaths here. Crown releasing, tailbone rising. On the 3rd breath, look up to the top of the mat, soften your knees, walk out to your plank, kneeling or full. Reach with those heels. Feel strong through your bodies. Remember, not locking the shoulders, being active, hips are low. As the elbows turn towards the hips, the inside of the elbows come forward, we're gonna lower it down, either take it to the knees or right to the mat. Extending the toes to the crown, draw your shoulders back. Inhale up to that up dog. Open the chest, relax the shoulders back. Feel length through your lower back, not a pinch. Now breathe. Lower halfway as the elbows come towards the hips, and take it to a child's pose. Reach back with that tailbone. Nice lengthy spine. Once again, the elbows can come to the mat, the hands towards the feet, and we allow the forehead to come down. Take a moment here to feel every part of your body, every cell connecting with you. Beautiful, look up towards the fingertips. Bring the body forward and curl those toes under, downward dog we go. Up to the sky with the hips. Beautiful. Now gently walk your downward dog, pressing into heel one at a time. Take your time, but try not to lock those shoulders. We tend to focus on the legs, the shoulders get locked up. Be active through the arms, or we can hold our downward dog still if we like. Finding a little more length, gently through the body. And then carefully holding still. Inhale, prepare, look at the hands. Walk your hands back towards your toes, to the back of the mat. As the heels come down to the earth, spread those toes out. Relax the body as we inhale, the knees soften. Exhale, roll the body up. And we're gonna go to a little bit of a balance challenge. So if you need to come off your mat, hands come to your sides, please do so, or grab a chair, go to a wall. Make sure you're safe. Now as we think about our bodies, I want you to breathe deeply into the belly, into the back. We don't want to load the hips, and we don't want to sway into the hips. So as we begin to our breath deeply into the body, think about your right knee. The right knee comes forward as we inhale. We breathe into the left side of the body, lengthening up to the sky. We bring the knee out to the side. And we might even leave the toe on the mat as we bring the heel towards the calf. Beautiful. Now as we can slide that leg up a little bit higher if we choose. And a little bit of wobble is just fine. Remember, falling in and out of our poses makes us stronger. If you like, you can assist the leg up, tucking it into the inside, or staying nice and low. Beautiful. Now we breathe into that left hip, so we're not pushing the hip out to the left side. Hands are to the side, and as we grow tall, let the palms face the sky. Relax your shoulders, be tall. Now from here, we can choose to release our right hand, then the left to the shoulders. And as we open up and breathe into the chest, exhale, elbows towards each other. Inhale. Nice expansion through the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Slow the breath down if you need. Nice open chest. Exhale. Beautiful. Last time. Open up that heart. And if you choose to hold, hold or gently roll. Little balance challenge here. See how you do. Ooh. And then hold still. Hands release to the sides. Relax the hands down. Support the leg if you need to, but come down to a standing position and just walk it out. Well done. Toes are forward, arms rise to the sky. Fill that belly with air, chest up we go, shoulders soft. Exhale, forward fold. Now with our forward fold, we can slide down the body, we can extend the arms for a little more challenging position, but as we inhale and soften the knees, exhale up, arms could be long, arms can slide up the body, whatever you feel best and safest at. Draw the arms back down. Lengthen up to the tailbone. Inhale, those knees soft, roll the body up, inhaling. Soft, soft shoulders, one more time, take it down. Up with that tailbone, relax that neck. And then soften the knees on the inhale and exhale your way back up. Beautiful, hands sweep out to the sides, they scoop up into our prayer. And we relax through the shoulders. Now before we begin again, think about your breath. Each side is slightly different. Nice and tall through the body the entire time. Think about the left knee. Lots of breath into the right side as we breathe in. Bring the breath into the body, lengthening, lengthening, not pushing into the hip. To release the leg is up to you. Turn the knee out to the side. Maybe to the calf. Maybe the toe is still on the floor. Maybe this is your tricky side. Just bring up that leg if you can. Now as we do so, we're breathing into those hips. We're finding openness through the body as the arms float to the sides, palms to the sky. And go with what you can. Shoulders soft. Right hand to right shoulder, left hand to left shoulder. Hold, this might be enough. If you want to try the breath in, open the chest, exhale the elbows together, or in that direction. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Once again, inhale. And exhale. And then as we open it up, maybe we stay here, we try a little bit of a roll. Well done. Hold still, arms release. Support that leg if you need, and gently take it down, walk it out. Nice and gently. Toes are to the top of the mat, hands up across the hips, nice deep breath in. And release towards your forward fold. Once again, we can slide down the legs, we can come straight down. Use your block, use your fingertips, or let the palms settle towards the mat. Our goal here is to feel the length, the back of the legs, tailbone to the sky. No tension through the neck. Softly pull back your shoulders. Beautiful. Look up that mat as you soften the knees on the inhale. Walk your hands down that mat. Come to your plank. Find those butterflies. Draw back the shoulders and the heels. Nice deep breath in. Roll the elbows towards the hips. Go to the knees and the shins if you need, but we're going to lower down to that reverse push-up. Lay the body gently to the mat, point those toes. Draw the elbows towards your hips and gently draw the body up to the up dog. Feel length, no pinching, shoulders back. Drop them down if you can. Let your glutes relax. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press into those hands. Bring the tailbone back to your child's pose. And just lengthen. Beautiful job. Now as we walk the crown up, the hands towards the knees, we're going to kick the heels out to one side. And as we come to a seated position, slide a puffy mat if you need underneath your mat. Make sure you're as comfortable as possible, but where their hips are going to be in the center of the mat. So we have a block if we need. We have our strap to the side. We're going to drop the knees nice and wide. So my ankles might be further out. They might be really close, depending on how my body allows my position to be. If I've got a sore hip, I might support it with a block on either side, maybe using 2 blocks, pillows, whatever you need. Find your sits bones. Come up nice and tall. Now we always have this thing about rolling over, getting as close as we can. Shoulders roll up, we can contract. What I want you to think about doing is keeping the same posture you have as you sit. Let the arms float out to the side, and think about your elbows lowering you down, not pulling, but just that breath in, that nice long exhale. And your goal here is to think length, not how low we go. Nice deep breaths in the body. Now we know we've gone too far when the knees start to pull in, so go back up. Find that length once again. When we lower, think about your heart greeting towards your heels. Your neck is in line with your spine, so we're safe around that neck. Palms are soft. We're bending at the hips. Chest is open. Beautiful job. Now stay where you're at. Take your left hand towards your ankle, your toes, wherever's the most comfortable. This is just going to be our landmark for the left side of our body. We're going to relax the left shoulder, and then just take your right hand slowly to that right knee. Maybe it stays out front, or maybe we even get our block to the side. That makes it a little more comfortable for us. But if we're going to the knee, we're going to lift that right elbow up over that right knee and draw that right shoulder back. So we don't want to be sloppy and rolled in. We want a nice, tall, long spine. Now as you do so, notice the spinal twist we're going into, so breathe into it. The twist makes it a little more challenging for the breath, but this is really good to lengthen our body. Look towards that elbow, draw that shoulder out of your view, and relax that left shoulder. Beautiful. Now look to the front, begin to roll the body back to center. Let both arms roll back down. Nice long spine, and breathe. Notice when you begin to get calmer, more relaxed, your body lets go. We carry a lot of tension in our hips and our shoulders. Emotional tension we're not even aware of most of the time. So just breathe and relax. Let your body surrender when it's ready. And learn, does left hip pull a little more than right? When you're ready, take your right hand to your feet, your ankles, your shin, whatever's most comfortable. Let your right shoulder relax. And then just bring the left hand out to the side, maybe to the block, maybe to the knee. Watch your wrist as we roll that left shoulder back, gently spiraling the body. Lengthening the body, however, not compressing the vertebrae. Lift the crown up. The crown should be the highest part of the body. Let the heart sink, lengthening. And just imagine your cheek looking up towards the sky, towards that sun. Beautiful. Let that right shoulder, right elbow relax. No tension in the neck. It's just a gentle, gentle spiral twist. Beautiful. Look towards the top of the mat when you're ready. Bring the body up and come to a nice seated position as we extend the legs. Now as we extend the legs, the heels should be close to the top of the mat. Your hips are still centered. We're going to do a little bit of core here, so we want to keep our sits bones on the mat. We'll like to cave into that lower back. We want to stay as tall as we can. So picking the level that suits you the best, take your hands behind your left knee, keep your posture nice and tall, and just gently float that knee up. Open your heart towards the knee, draw your shoulders back. And this might be where we need to be. We're using the core. We're trying not to use the shoulders and the neck. And if we need to lower down, we lower down. Beautiful. If we can, release. Take a deep breath in, the heart stays open. And then we release the hands back to the knee and place that leg down. Let's try the other side. Come up nice and tall. Bend that right knee. Get the support behind the knee. And as we find our posture, the heart comes forward. We lift the knee towards that right shoulder, right lung. And if we're good here, we can try the release. Beautiful. Chest open, back strong. Breathing, not holding the breath. Nice. Let the hand come back. Release that leg. Let the body fold forward. Now once again at the hips. Look beyond your toes. Relax your arms. Pulling and cranking isn't going to help us relax into our position. Think about just breathing. Every exhale draws out that tension, gives you a little more flexibility. Let your muscles surrender. They hang on so tight all the time. Now as we breathe in, use that breath to slowly bring you up. Now we know our first option can do one leg at a time. If you want to go a little more challenging, bend both knees. Take your fingers, wrap them around your big toe, lifting up through that left leg. Now we're not just pulling on the toe, we're gently resisting with that big toe. The shoulder's soft and relaxed. The knee is bent. Now if we can, we're going to sit up on the sits bones, grab that right toe. Now push your heels forward, lengthen through the body, and hold. Shoulders relax, strong big toe. Now if this bothers your toes, go to the outside, use your strap. Beautiful. We have lots of options here. We can hold behind the knees. As long as the back is nice and tall. We're not straining the neck. Core is strong, shoulders are soft. Well done, this is a tricky one. You're doing great. Now bring the knees in slowly. Place the heels down. And then extend that left leg, then the right. Perfect. Now we're going to grab our strap. Place it around the feet. Now you can use it or not use it, it's up to you. It gives us a nice little support, holding the strap like reins of a horse. So we're not up towards the neck, hurting the neck, putting more tension into the neck. We have the neck relaxed, the shoulders back. When we pull, we're pulling through the shoulder blades, supporting us. All right, so the knees are soft, the heels are touching down. Bring the hips forward if you need. But we're gonna just do a gentle roll back, but not all the way. So take a deep breath, find your sits bones. Now imagine your tailbone being pulled gently through your legs. You're gonna curve into that lower back, up into that spine, until we feel a little resistance into the core. We don't have to go very far back, the shoulders are relaxed. And as we hold here, we take a deep breath in and we come up. Now respect those hips. If this hurts in the hips at all, we're not doing it. All right, so as we go back, we're curving, we're scooping in that belly, exhaling, shoulders soft. All the work is being done by the core, so don't go too far back. Inhale, come on up. Beautiful, soft shoulders. Exhale. Let the core do the work. Hold. Breathe. We love to hold our breath when it gets challenging. When you're ready, inhale back up. Beautiful. Now for our final one, we're going to roll right back. So use the strap if you need, put it to the side if you don't want to use it. But deep breath in. Now if we exhale and we start going down and we need an extra breath, we stop. So if I get to here and I run out of air, I stop, I take a breath, and then I continue. You let the core do its job. Beautiful. Now all the way up that spine. Feel the body just laying down one vertebrae at a time. Tuck that chin in softly. Arms are out to the side. Lengthen your legs. And then reach up overhead for a nice deep breath in. Reach through your toes, your heels, and through your palms. Beautiful job. Take those hands to the sides. We're going to scoop your right knee up towards the chest. Let the ankle soften and relax. Beautiful. Now we're going to take that right heel to the sky. Lengthen that leg out. Let the hands fall to the sides and press. Now through that heel is going to be our stability into our hip, our knee, and our ankle. The hands are to the sides. We're going to relax the shoulders, however, and we're going to circle that heel around. Toe stays towards the crown, heel stays towards the top of the mat. Straighten that leg out. Now if my leg is bent, I might have to lower my leg a little bit to keep that nice length. Otherwise, we're nice and tall, drawing a circle as if you had a pencil attached to the heel. Rounding it around as much as you can, slowing it down to reverse. Beautiful. We might get some shake here, that's just fine. For one more time. And then slowly relax, bend the knee towards your heart. Take your left hand over the body, grab that knee softly and draw it across. Leave your right shoulder on the mat as we bring that leg across the body. Keeping the left side of the body nice and long, breathe into it. Relax your right ankle. Beautiful. Now that right lung is nice and open now. Breathe into that as well. Right down the arm. A lot of tension through our shoulders and our back affects our arm. So breathe into it. Now we tend in these twisted positions to hold the breath. This is where we really need to focus on breathing into it. Beautiful. Relax the neck, tuck that chin in. And then when you're ready, bring your right hand to your right hip. Take your left arm, sweep it underneath the side of the right or left side of the head. And we're gonna roll onto your left side, bend the left leg, and we're gonna bring the right leg behind us into a gentle quad stretch. Now we like to pull on the toes, we like to pull on the leg, grab around the ankle carefully, flex the foot, and make sure the knee stays in level with the hip. The hips come forward, the shoulder rolls back. We have this beautiful opening up to the front of the body where we're usually very, very tight. Your bottom leg is resting softly on the mat as your stability. Relax your neck, relax the right shoulder, and just breathe. Think about that belly breath. Let it travel. Beautiful job. Slowly, slowly release. And as we roll back onto our backs, we're going to bring your right knee back up towards your heart. Plant your left leg on the floor. Knee stays to the sky. We don't want it sloppy out to the side. Bring it up. Begin to bring that ankle, cradling the ankle, the shin towards your heart, towards your chin. So those of us with sciatica issues, if you can relax back, you can put your head on your block, pillow, try to engage the back and the neck, but not to where you're straining yourself. We're going to open up through that hip into the lower back, and at the same time gently flex your foot to protect those joints. Just cradling the baby as we relax the tailbone down towards the mat. Now once again, if this is too much, use your strap. Your strap is one of our great props here that we could draw it in, but make sure you're stabilizing through that ankle, that you're not just pulling on the foot. Maybe you got some extra support, whatever works for you. Shoulders relaxed, and then we carefully release and let it go. Lengthen the leg completely out. Being in this cockeyed position, we want to make sure everything around the joints is back in line. And then we bring the knees back together. Left side, left knee comes towards the heart. We can extend that right leg. Relax the ankle, open up the chest. Breathe into the hip. When you're ready, press that heel to the sky. Toe towards the forehead, heel towards the top of the mat. That leg is nice and straight. Hips are on the mat. Arms can extend to the sides for balance. And when you're ready, small little circles. Don't have to be very big. This can be very challenging through the stabilizers in those hips. And we know we want to stabilize these hips. We want to keep them safe. Core has to work. Hips, glutes, back, shoulders are relaxed. Now notice if you're looking at your foot or you're looking behind you. Try to draw that chin in. Slowing it down, reverse. Good job. Check the shoulders. They like to carry the tension. And then slowly release. Bring that knee back in. Curl that right foot up underneath. You roll into that right side. And as you tuck the hand behind your right side of your head, reach back for that left ankle this time. Flex the foot. Balance the knee no higher than the hip. And then breathe into the front of the body. Let the breath travel all the way through, especially into those hips and quads. And release all that tension. Now again, no pain. The body shouldn't feel like it has to shake and protect. It should be soft enough that we're being gentle so it can naturally release. Let your left shoulder relax. Flex the foot, protect the joints. And when you're ready, bring that knee up. Begin to roll back onto that tailbone between both shoulders and cradling that left leg. Bend your right, make sure that knee is to the sky. Bring it in towards your heart. Find the most comfortable way that we're not bringing tension into the neck. We might go underneath even. Flex the foot. And then try to relax your tailbone to the mat. And sometimes it'll surprise us from one side to the other how more flexible we are. So we have a little imbalance in the body. We want to make sure we keep the body as balanced as we possibly can. That's where we find pain and discomfort. Breathe into that hip. And then when you're ready, and only when you're ready, release the leg carefully away, lengthening it out, making sure it's safe. As we lay it back down to the mat, reaching with your right leg, coming into our corpse position, hands to the sides. And as you relax, tuck that chin in. If you need support under the legs, please put the supports there so you can completely relax. And if you find you enjoy your palms down more than open up to the sky, that's just fine as well. Let the hips open, let the knees relax. Allow your breath to flow through the entire body. This stillness is so good for our body to reboot. Like a computer, we need to unplug every so often and then reboot into just a different frame of mind, a new beginning, a new start. Feel every cell of your body as you breathe. Let your tongue relax in your mouth as the breath travels down the throat. Let any tightness around the eyes just relax, let go. Notice your body expanding like an accordion and then relaxing and releasing.